Welcome to Brush and Beyond, where we see the world through an artist's eyes and learn to express our own worlds. Welcome back to another art history video. Today we'll be learning about Yayoi Kusama, World Through Dots. Yayoi Kusama was born in 1929 and is a renowned contemporary Japanese artist, often nicknamed the eccentric old lady of the art world. She has long struggled with mental illness and began experiencing hallucinations and auditory disturbances around the age of 10. But rather than being defeated by them, she transformed these visions into the foundation of her artistic career. Pumpkins and polka dots have become Kusama's most distinctive creative symbols. Her paintings of pumpkins and dots not only brought her personal comfort, but also introduced a bold new form of artistic expression. For decades, she has tirelessly created works centered on dots and pumpkins, earning her titles such as the Pumpkin Witch and even the Queen of Polka Dots. Kusama's dotted patterns have influenced not only the world around her, but also the wider realms of culture, fashion, and art. Her polka-dotted pumpkins brim with fantastical vitality, marked by bold compositions and striking dot designs that, despite their simplicity, deliver a powerful visual impact. Can you guess why Yayoi Kusama loved to paint pumpkins? When Kusama was a little girl, she felt very different from other kids. She didn't have many friends, and sometimes she felt lonely. But she had one special friend, the pumpkin. She thought pumpkins were soft, warm, and even a little funny. She imagined they could smile at her and talk with her, keeping company. Why dots? When Yayoi Kusama was little, because of her neurological disease, she sometimes saw the world in a very different way. Walls, floors, even the sky could seem covered in tiny dots. At first, it felt scary, but instead of running away, she picked up her paintbrush and started drawing those dots herself. To her, each dot is like a little person or a little star. She once said, "My life is a dot lost among thousands of other dots." That means we're all tiny dots in this big, wide universe, but when you put lots of dots together, you can make something amazing. So Kusama kept painting dots again and again until the dots turned into pumpkins, rooms, sculptures, and even clothes. The dots helped her feel safe, and they also became her superpower to show the world how she sees things. That's why people call her the Queen of Polka Dots, because she turns simple little circles into a whole magical universe. Her artistic expression reminds us all to paint things uniquely the way that we see them. Now, let's take a look at Yayoi Kusama's polka dot pumpkin works. As you look at these artworks, keep some of these questions in mind. What do you notice when you look at this artwork? What color is the pumpkin, and what color are all the dots? Do all the dots look the same, or are some bigger and some smaller? How is this pumpkin different from the pumpkins you usually see? Do you like this pumpkin? Why or why not? This iconic work by Yayoi Kusama is called the Dancing Pumpkin. This monumental sculpture in vibrant yellow and endless black dots represents the exact kind of style that Yayoi Kusama uses throughout her artistic career. She often said, "The pumpkin brings me poetic peace." Kusama often said, "The earth is nothing more than one dot among millions of dots." This reflects her sense of infinity and her fascination with repetition in the cosmos. In her art, every dot, no matter how small, represents a part of the universe, and the earth itself is just one tiny piece in that vast, infinite pattern. One famous exhibition that came this year was Yayoi Kusama's Return to Infinity. This exhibition was at the Dallas Museum of Art on June 13th this year. It was a room covered with glass that had pumpkin sculptures that lit up on the floor. The mirrors along the ceiling and walls made the room look infinitely large, even though in reality it was a small room. Another famous exhibition was the Narcissus Garden in 1966. This museum, called the Rubella Museum in Miami, Florida, exhibited this installation in February of 2025. This installation of hundreds or thousands of mirrored steel spheres was originally located in Venice. You can now visit Rubella Museum in Miami, Florida to see this installation. It's sometimes described as a garden of reflective dots or spheres, exploring reflection, infinity, and viewer interaction. This is the Infinity Room. It's also located in the Rubella Museum. This room is similar to the Dallas exhibition called Return to Infinity. It contains a room with mirrors along the walls and the same glass spheres around the ceiling and the floor. The mirrors have the same effect. It makes the room look infinitely large, even when the room is actually quite small. Finally, this exhibition is called Where the Lights in My Heart Go. It began in 2016 and is also located at the Rubella Museum in Miami. Kusama often used mirrors along the walls and ceilings of her exhibitions to showcase the infinity effect of some of her art pieces. This exhibition involved lights hanging from the ceiling and around the room, which makes the entire infinite room light up. Today, her dots are a popular trend, bringing her amazing patterns into fashion and everyday life. After the 90s, she entered the commercial art world, collaborating with the fashion industry to launch clothing featuring her signature polka dot style, and began selling a wide range of art merchandise. One famous collaboration was with Louis Vuitton in 2012. The collection featured bold, dot-themed bags and clothing. You can see some of the clothing and designs that Louis Vuitton launched this year. Yayoi Kusama is still called the Queen of Dots today. For decades, she has filled the world with her colorful, endless patterns, turning simple dots into magical art. People all over the world love her work. Museums show her art and collectors can't get enough of it. But Kusama didn't just stop at galleries. She brought her dots to fashion, making clothes, shoes, and accessories that look like walking pieces of her art. Her dots have even become a fun trend in everyday life. Beyond the dots, her art tells stories about imagination, individuality, and seeing the world in new ways. In this next section, we'll take a look at the colorful dots that inspired Kusama's flower works. We'll learn how using bright, contrasting colors combined with various dots can create unexpected, beautiful visual effects. Kusama's works are rich in childlike wonder, bold in color, and full of imagination, qualities that deeply resonate with children. Through her art, many are inspired to think creatively, experiment with different painting methods and techniques, and create their own dreamlike fantasy gardens. Let's take a look at some of the flowers that often inspire Kusama. See if you can spot any of these flowers when we look at her artworks. Now let's take a look at Kusama's painting of flowers. Kusama frequently uses flowers in her work, often combined with her signature polka dots. What makes Yayoi Kusama's works unique is their vibrant colors and the use of numerous repeating dots of various sizes as decoration. Think about Kusama's use of color and size in these next paintings. Let's take a look at some of Yayoi Kusama's flower and polka dot garden inspired installations. This installation is called Kusama, Cosmic Nature. In 2021, it was at the New York Botanical Garden. The exhibition placed giant dots, dot-covered trees, flowers, pumpkins, and outdoor sculptures in a botanical garden setting, quite literally making a garden of dots. In her major outdoor installation, like these, visitors encountered enormous flower sculptures covered in polka dots and trees wrapped in spotted fabric. Beyond the dots, Kusama's art tells stories about imagination, individuality, and seeing the world in new ways. Yayoi Kusama shows us that art isn't just for walls. It can dance into our clothes, our homes, and especially our hearts. Thank you so much for watching this art history video about Yayoi Kusama from Brush and Beyond. We hope you'll join us in our art activity inspired by her.